Everyone can hear? Okay. I don't think everybody is here yet, but I'm just gonna say a little something. It's not gonna be like a long talk or anything, because I want to. More importantly, I just want to talk to you guys one-on-one and take pictures and stuff. Because you can listen to me talk anytime on the internet, and I'm sure we all get enough of that. So, yeah. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about kind of a common question I get is how did I get started, both in goldfish and also with my YouTube channel. Is it too quiet? Is that better? I need to. I need to yell.
Keep that mic closer to your lips.
Okay. All right. So first of all, thank you guys so much for coming out today. I really, really appreciate it. It's so great seeing you guys in person because so often it's a really lonely experience as a YouTuber. I mean, I see the numbers and see the comments and stuff, but it's nice to have the face-to-face interaction with you guys every once in a while too. So thank you so much for coming out and supporting me. And of course I have to thank my parents and brother and sister who are here today too. Let's give them a big round of applause for helping me put this together. And my friends Ian and Jessica as well are here helping. Definitely couldn't have done this without anybody helping me, so thank you so much. And thank you to Aqualand Aquarium Center for hosting. John and Shelly are amazing for letting us use their space. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about how I first got started with goldfish keeping. Like a lot of you guys, I had always been a huge animal lover, animals of all kinds. Like as a little kid, I had a collection of like 10 critter keepers. You guys remember those little plastic containers with the lid? And I would just go around collecting frogs and toads and caterpillars and bugs. And we had a swamp in our backyard, which was like heaven to me. And it had been used as kind of like a garbage disposal area at some point. So there was like tires and big pieces of wood and pieces of cars, and I would actually take those, like lug them as a little 10-year-old. I would like lug them over to the swamp edge and like throw them in the water, and then I would build little bridges so I could go out and try to get more bugs. So I would collect all these little water bugs and I'd bring them back to my house, and my mom had a daycare, an in-home daycare that she ran. And every once in a while, I would put on a little show for the daycare kids. And I guess that was the first hint of that I'm going to be doing something like this. Of course, YouTube didn't exist at the time. The YouTuber was not a word that anyone ever said. But I would put on little shows every once in a while for the daycare kids. You know, I'd get my little critter keepers all lined up here with all my different critters in them. Frogs and toads and water bugs. Water striders, you guys know water striders? The little bugs that have the long legs and they just walk on top of the water. They're so cool. Those were one of my favorites. And I would get books from the library and I would read all about these bugs and these frogs and stuff. And then I would sit the daycare kids down, kind of like you guys are sitting right here. I'd have a captive audience and I would show them the books and show them like this is this kind of animal and this is what they eat and this is what eats them and this is where they live. And yeah, it was just really fun. So growing up, my two interests were always art and animals. And I was pretty lost in terms of finding a career path. It's really hard to figure out what you want to do, you know? There's a lot of pressure put on young people, I think, to find out what you want to do right away and go to college and start your career path. But for people like me, and probably a lot of you guys too, you don't really know what you want to do. You're just kind of, you know what you like, but you don't know how to put that into a career. So I was just kind of trying this and that. You know, I started going to school for art. I switched that for wildlife biology because I always loved both things, and I just was trying to find my way, but I never really felt like I fit in anywhere. And then I discovered goldfish, and that was like a game changer. I discovered like real goldfish, because you know when you're a kid and you have a couple goldfish in a bowl or whatever, but you don't really know anything about them, and they don't live very long. That was kind of my experience growing up too, until I was kind of at the end of my college career, and my sister had this little goldfish in just a little 5-gallon tank, because we didn't know any better at the time. And it actually, just random luck I guess, because we weren't doing anything right, believe me, it lived for like 2 or 3 years. And so me and Serena and my mom were all just like, what the heck, this goldfish is so old. Like, this has got to be some kind of record, you know? We just had no idea. We were so confused. And Serena was at this phase where she was only interested in texting boys on her phone. So she kind of lost interest in it, and my mom was like, Jenny, will you take this fish? And I was like, yeah, because it's so cool that it's so old, you know? So I had the fish, and that was really what spurred me to go online for the first time and start asking questions like, what is the lifespan of a goldfish? And then I found, of course, the article that pops up from time to time that says something like, you know, the world's oldest goldfish is, what, like 20 years old or something like that? I don't even know. Who knows really which one is the oldest in the whole world? But they can live for a really long time, and that was the first time that I had ever found that out. And that really opened my eyes to the bigger world of goldfish and fish keeping in general. And I started learning a lot more and just realizing that there's so many other people out there like me that love animals and have good intentions, but just don't know any better when it comes to how to care for them properly. And so that's really why I started my YouTube channel, because I just wanted to be able to do anything I could, even if it only reached a few people, to help spread awareness about how to properly care for these fish. And so that's what I've been doing ever since, and now I've been able to actually expand into some other kinds of animals too, like frogs and leopard geckos and even rabbits and axolotls. So it's really been a lot of fun, and I finally found what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, and I love it. So thank you to all of you guys for making this possible, because obviously without all of you watching me in all my videos and supporting me, I wouldn't have a platform to be able to share the message of taking care of your pets properly. And I think we need more people doing that in the world. So thank you guys so much for being here. And I think I should just talk to some more of you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't forget, we do have, I brought some of my art prints and posters too, so if you guys want me to sign anything, everything's right here. And what? And we'll be doing the raffle too. I have 3 giveaways. I have my Goldfish Essentials kits, just things I put together. We'll probably do that around 1 o'clock. That sound good? We'll do that around 1 o'clock. So I'll hop back on the mic and do that a little bit later.